This is about the spot that the bust was actually found. We're in the house and the workshop of a sculptor who was probably called Thutmose. This is where the Nefertiti bust was originally created.
This is a beautiful image here of Akhenaten and Nefertiti in a chariot being pulled by a galloping horse.
A moment of truth, of seeing that all of these other forms of divinity that people so liked.
One of the most mysterious and powerful women in ancient Egypt is Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti was the chief consort of the Egyptian Pharaoh Akhenaten, formerly Amenhotep IV, who reigned from approximately 1353 to 1336 BC, known as the ruler of the Nile and daughter of gods. Nefertiti acquired unprecedented power and is believed to have held equal status to the pharaoh himself. Her reign was a time of tremendous cultural upheaval as Akhenaten reoriented Egypt's religious and political structure around the worship of the sun god Aten. However, much controversy lingers about Nefertiti after the 12th regal year of Akhenaten, when her name vanishes from the pages of history. So, where did she vanish? And is Egypt close to unlocking the mystery of Queen Nefertiti in King Tut's tomb?
Before we begin, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Nefertiti is best known for her painted sandstone bust, which was rediscovered in 1913 and became a global icon of feminine beauty and power. Nefertiti was known throughout Egypt for her beauty. She was said to be proud of her long swan-like neck and invented her own makeup using the Galit plant. Also shares her name with a type of elongated gold bead called Nefer that she was often portrayed as wearing. Nefertiti was married to Amenhotep IV around 1357 BC and was later promoted to be his queen. Images exist depicting Nefertiti and the king riding together in a chariot, kissing in public, and Nefertiti sitting on the king's knee, leading scholars to conclude that the relationship was a genuine one. King Akhenaten's legendary love is seen in the hieroglyphs at Amarna, and he even wrote a love poem to Nefertiti, and the heiress great in the palace, fair of face, adorned with the double plumes, mistress of happiness, endowed with favors, at hearing whose voice the king rejoices, the chief wife of a king, his beloved, the lady of the two lands, Nefertiti, may she live forever and always. Nefertiti disappears from the historical record around the 12th year of Akhenaten's 17-year reign. She may have died at that point. Some think she either died from a plague that swept through the area or fell out of favor, but recent theories have denied this claim. One theory states that it is possible she became her husband's official co-regent under the name Nefertiti. Akhenaten was followed as pharaoh by Shmenkare, who some historians suggest may have been another name for Nefertiti. This would not have been without precedent. In the 15th century BC, the female pharaoh Hatshepsut ruled Egypt in the guise of a man, complete with a ceremonial false beard. Some scholars are adamant about Nefertiti assuming the role of co-regent during or after the death of Akhenaten. Jacobus van Dyck, responsible for the Amarna section of the Oxford History of Ancient Egypt, believes that Nefertiti indeed became co-regent with her husband, and that her role as a queen consort was taken over by her eldest daughter, Meritata, with whom Akhenaten had several children. The taboo against incest did not exist for the royal families of Egypt. Also, it is Nefertiti's 4 images that adorn Akhenaten's sarcophagus, not the usual goddesses, which indicates her continued importance to the pharaoh up to his death and refutes. It also shows her continued role as a deity or semi-deity with Akhenaten. Some theories hold that Nefertiti was still alive and held influence on the younger royals who married in their teens. Nefertiti would have prepared for her death and for the succession of her daughter, Ankhesenpati, now named Ankhesenema, and her stepson and son-in-law, Tutankhamun. This theory has Nefertiti dying after 2 years of kingship and being then succeeded by Tutankhamun, thought to have been a son of Akhenaten. The new royal couple was young and inexperienced by any estimation of their age. In this theory, Nefertiti's own life would have ended by year 3 of Tutankhamun's reign. In that year, Tutankhamun changed his name to Tutankhamun and abandoned Amarna to return the capital to Thebes as evidence of his return to the official worship of Amun. All the records are incomplete. It may be that future findings of both archaeologists and historians will develop new theories vis-a-vis Nefertiti and her precipitous exit from the public stage. To date, the mummy of Nefertiti, the famous and iconic Egyptian queen, has never been conclusively found. The first infrared scans of the tomb of Tutankhamun could indicate a hidden chamber behind a wall. Egypt's Minister of Antiquities announced this week, raising hopes that the crypt of Queen Nefertiti could be found. Representatives of the Ministry of Antiquities and a team of international archaeologists started the first experiment using infrared thermography to map out the temperature of the walls of Tutankhamun's tomb, Minister Mamdouh al-Dumati said in a statement. The preliminary analysis have shown differences in the temperatures registered in different parts of the northern wall of the tomb, he said. Al-Dumati added that the team would need to verify the early findings with several more tests and analysis. Temperature variations on the northern wall could indicate one or more hidden chambers, their presence reflected in the heat or lack thereof of pockets of air behind painted plaster. The northern wall of Tutankhamun's burial chamber appears to show the king, who died aged 19 in 1324 BC. In rituals of passage to the afterlife, Tutankhamun ascended at 9 years old after his father Akhenaten, who was called the heretic king, for abolishing the Egyptian pantheon in favor of a single son deity. Tutankhamun's mother was also his aunt. DNA analysis suggests he was a sickly king, and though not believed to be Nefertiti, her identity is unknown. Where her tomb lies is also a mystery. In August, University of Arizona archaeologist Nicholas Reeves published a paper arguing that Tutankhamun's tomb has 2 hidden doorways, one leading to a storeroom and the second to Nefertiti's sarcophagus. Nefertiti's burial place has eluded archaeologists, and some note that her mummy may have been found but left unidentified for lack of DNA or identifying evidence. Tutankhamun's tomb was found in 1922 in the Valley of the Kings, north of Luxor, a city known to the ancient Egyptians as Thebes. The archaeologists plan to announce more findings about the broader project, which is also scanning the pyramids and other tombs.